Alright, welcome back to the Fan Corner YouTube channel. Bit of different angle today. I'm in a loft because that is where the Fan Corner now resides, is up in the attic, because the collection has now grown quite quickly, so it's getting quite hard to just fit this in a small corner of my bedroom, and I wanted to move some of my traffic stuff down there as well, so I've now put a signal head down there in the place of all of this and moved it up here. But the equipment's safe up here anyway, and it's probably less likely to get accidentally stood on if I fall out of bed. So it's probably safer up here. So I'm going to start off the collection tour with the 4-inch fans. Then I'm going to move up to the lightweight 6-inch fans. So they'll be like the more cheaper end of the 6-inch. Then I'll go into the more sturdier 6-inch fans, and then we'll move up in size from there. So first fan I'm going to start off with, just because it's the first one I've just spotted, is this one. It's an Expolair VX100P. It's quite a cheap fan. Very stubby fan, there's not much to it, but that's due to this blade design. They can fit, I mean, it's a very weird blade design, but it cups around the motor, so they can get the advantages of big blades, but with smaller platform. But I think if they use that design of blade on a bigger fan, it would probably work a lot better. On a 4-inch fan, these are a bit naff, they don't really do much, but I think if you had a window fitting kit on it, it'd be a good little window vent. But yeah, it's got a pull cord on it. It's not got any shutters or anything. It's just fan. So put that fan back. Next one here is a Manrose Gold VMG 100S. It is just a standard Manrose Gold fan. Again, just that classic Manrose blade design. Nothing much to it. So yeah, got that. Don't know what more to really say about it. It's a Manrose. Now moving on. This is a new arrival. This here is a Manrose NVF 100S. It's got these really interesting blades actually. Not really seen that blade design before on a 4-inch fan. But it's a decent little fan. I quite like them. Nice and low profile. They don't look too bad. They've been around for a long time, these fans now. I think I'm going to say probably late 90s, I'd say these fans kind of came onto the market. I've seen some that are looking quite old at this point, so I would say they're a bit of an older fan now. Now, moving on a bit, got this air vent 100mm pull cord fan. Again, not much special to it. You just got very similar blades to the Manrose. Well, nearly identical. Kind of the same company who manufactures these all, which is Anda Products. They all manufacture kind of these fans and the Manroses. So that's that fan. Again, not much to say about it. This one here is a Vimark 4600 fan. You'll find these also branded by Dieter. I actually modified this fan slightly. It did originally have some thin strips of plastic coming along the front as like a grill, but I removed that because I thought it looks a bit nicer as an open grill, and I also just wiped the logo off with a sponge because the logo, I didn't quite like it. It made it look cheap, but now I actually think it does look a bit nicer. It's got power behind it. Sounds a bit strange, but I do quite like this fan. I might buy another one at some point because they're not too expensive and just keep it original, but I just thought I wanted to kind of customise this one because it's not like it's a very interesting or rare fan. It's just a blatant copy of an Envirovent, really. So yeah, there we are. Moving on, got this very cheap and nasty Silovent fan. It's one of the 100mm ones with shutters. It did used to have a humidistat in it and all of that, but the board decided to break, so it's now just a standard fan. But either way, it's got the blades on the back, it's got the wax actuator, shutters. Yeah, it's a bit of a nasty fan, that. I don't like it, but I just have it because why not? This one's quite a nice fan, but it doesn't quite work quite right. This is an Airflow Icon 15, but the shutters don't fully open on this fan. It's like the wax actuator isn't pushing them far enough, but then if I try and pack the shutters out to try and give extra distance, the shutters are always slightly cracked open. So yeah, I can't show the blades because they're behind that, but there are some 5-bladed black blades in there, very, very similar to the Silevent ones. It's just got five blades instead of the numerous ones that the Silevent has. Moving on, we've got another Xpelair pull cord fan. This one is a DX100P with the square grill, so quite a nice fan. It's actually one of the more powerful of the Xpelair domestic fans, as you can see by its blades in there. It's got some quite decent blades on it. It does move quite a bit of air. It's a 2-speed fan, yeah, that's mostly it. It's got a pull cord, 2-speed, and a really funky case design. Other than that, it's not the most special fan, but it does look nice. Very stylish fan. Now, moving on again to another very stylish fan, a Ventaxia Silent fan. This one is quite nice. As you can see in there, you've got them blades. Again, very, very similar blades to what you'll find on the Manrose Quiet fan fans, and you'll also find these blades on a couple other rebranded fans like the Silent Tornadoes and stuff like that. All kind of brands that kind of fall under the Volution group or have ties to that, or again, that Anda products as well kind of work very closely with Volution group, which is Ventaxia. So right, moving on to 6-inch fans. First one is this Airvent 6-inch fan. Again, an Anda products fan. So you'll find these branded under a few names. You'll find them under Ventaxia, Nulek, although I don't think you find them under Nulek anymore because I don't think Nulek still exists. I'm not too sure. But these have been around a while as well. Got these kind of standard blades. You'll find these are kind of the more standard 6-inch Anda products blades, so you'll find these on quite a lot. Ventaxia, you'll know these quite well from Ventaxia as well. Again, falling around the Anda products line, so you'll see these blades on quite a few fans. But again, quite a nice fan. It's a standard version without the shutters. So it's got quite a bit of power behind it. It's not too loud. I'm quite impressed with these fans actually. For their price point, they are a very, very good value for what they are. They are identical to the Ventaxia VA140. This back assembly is the same as a VA140. It's just this cover that's different. So the more you know. I've got another fan here. This is a Manrose WF150 MP. So you can see there, it's got a pull cord on it. Got your blades there. Open grill, little stuffing gland on top. The only thing I have against this fan is just the cover does not sit right on these. So it wobbles back and forth, but I'm not too bothered. Still a decent fan. Now moving on into the higher end of 6-inch fans. I'm going to start off with kind of a favourite amongst many, Ventaxia T-Series. This one's a bit of a newer version. It's not the newer, I do have some new grills for one of these, but the new ones have 5 lines going down. This one only has 2 lines going down, which is a very subtle difference, but yeah, this one is one of the older slotted blade versions. So again, it's not one of the latest versions, which only just has these 5 little dimples around the edges. They've actually got rid of the slots now. So this one's got the EBM motors in it. So it's not a low carbon version with the EC EBM motors. It's just the AC EBM outer rotor motors. So they're it's quite a good fan. Moves a lot of air. It's got quite a long spin down on it as well, which is quite good. So yeah, other than that, not much more to it. It's got shutters, connector plug, kind of standard for a T-Series. Just move that out the way. And now moving on, again, got this T-Series here. Don't judge a book by its cover from the grills. This fan is actually from 2008. It just has the older grill design on it. As you can see in there, slotted blades, identical motor in there. It does have the newer style connector plug on top of it though. As you can see there, 2008 it's from. So it's a bit of an older T-Series, but still I quite like it. I like this blade design, this grill design. Really like this grill. So other than that, that's that. Now moving on, got this one here. Only had this one a couple days. This is an Expel Air GXC6 EC. So it's got the EC motors in it, which are very energy efficient. So if I pull the cord, you can see there. It's got the shutters. This one has got a plug wired into it, so plug it in behind me, and I'm going to actually run this fan. That's moving quite a decent amount of air. You won't be able to see the blades in there any. Oh, yeah, you actually can. Yeah, so the blades have now settled in. The reason why they wobble is because it's an EC motor, so the magnets and stuff just cause the little wobble. But yeah, quite a decent amount of air being put out of this fan. It's quite impressive. Very, very stylish design. I do like this design. It is one of the more stylish fans out there. So, okay, let's move on. So, staying on the topic of Expel Air, we've got this one. This is an Expel Air GX6. It's an 80s model. See the blades in there. This one has had its grille painted at some point, for some reason. But see the blades in there. So yeah, it's quite a nice fan. It is missing its original screw, but it's not a big deal. It's in okay condition. It's not too good, not too bad. Okay, now I'm going to invite in a very, very special guest of a fan here. This is an Xpiller GXC6, a rather old one. It's not in the best of condition. The outer grille kind of just exploded while removing this fan, which was unfortunate, but I do still have its window fitting plate, so I still can mount it if I'm using my little demo window here for 6-inch fans. I'm going to make another one of them soon for some bigger and smaller fans, but see here, so real classic fan, beautiful fan. I am very happy to have it. I've had to repair the shutters on this fan and also repair the case at the bottom, just because the age of it had gone a bit brittle and snapped, and also one of the pegs on this shutter had snapped off. The reason why it's a bit wonky is my repair is just it makes it work, but it's not spot on. So I cut a nail and heated it and just pressed it into the side where it needed to go. But other than that, it's had a few other repairs, but it does run. It's a very nice fan. I'm extremely honoured to own it. It's not one that you see every day. Moving on to another fan that I am extremely honoured to own is this one. It is a Ventaxia Standard 6. This fan is just absolutely beautiful. It's got this iconic Ventaxia grille design, weighty fan, and I've got its controller here as well. It is wired, so I will run it. It'll be nice. You get to see a couple of fans run in this video. I wasn't planning on running them, but since the attic is so cold, I had to bring an extension lead for a heater up here. So I'll put it on extract and I will start it on boost. It's got some power. The neon is not very bright in that. Oh, it shows up on camera better. You can't really see it in real life that much. I thought it was broke for a second then. So that fan is really moving a lot of air. It's incredible. So on low speed, this fan can gladly just sit in the background and still moves quite a lot of air out of there. That's moving more air on low speed than a GX6 by far. And then normal speed, which would just be if you power it off the mains. So again, moving quite the amount of air. Not quite as much as on boost, but yep. So turn that off for a second. I stuck my finger in the back to stop it, by the way. Don't do that. That's a very dangerous way of doing it, but that's now on boost on intake, so that's now blowing air out the front. Not as efficient on intake. It's because of the blade design. They're more like an aerofoil kind of blade design, so it kind of is better in one way. But yeah, very, very happy to own this fan. Beautiful fan, really beautiful. One of my favourites I own, if not my favourite. So yes, that is the Standard 6. Now, this one's a bit of a heavier fan and a bit of a larger fan for a 6-inch fan. This is a Ventaxia TX6 wall mount from the 1980s. It is brand new, it has never been fitted. I do even have its original box and instructions and everything. So it's wired up to a new old stock T-Series controller. So what I'm going to do is, just for weight and ease of picking it up, I'm just going to take that wall sleeve off and just put that to the side for a second. And that also gives us a chance to look at the blades on the back. So, iconic TX6 blade design. Really like this blade design. So let me just turn my controller to off. I'm going to start it on high speed on extract, but I am going to run through all the modes of the controller. So let's go on extract. Already that started and is moving a really decent amount of air. Now I'm going to lower the speed down. That's on medium. Probably one of the more comfortable speeds for this thing, because it's moving still a lot of air, but it's a little less load. And then low, if you just want some nice ventilation. I mean, still is moving a very decent amount of air. So just some nice, comfortable ventilation in the background. You've also got shutter open, fan off, and intake. That's medium intake, and that's low intake. That's back on extract. So you can see there the shutters, very nice actuating shutters, very smooth, quite quiet. Just an overall very nice fan. Works extremely well. So, and that is the 6-inch fans done with. There are a few more fans still to go, so let's get those out and we can have a look at them. So now we're going to work up in size. So I don't have many fans of this size, but we're now going to work on to the 9-inch fans, or fans should I say. I only have one 9-inch as of right now, but that is this weighty bugger. It is a Ventaxia TX9. It is brand new. It's a bit scuffed and marked from storage, but it is new. And it's a TX9 window mount. It's quite hard to see the blades through these grills because they've got the silver stripes on them. So it's a window mount, as you can see by the window mount plug. It's got a plug on it for high speed, because I don't have that many controllers, so I've reserved one of the controllers for the TX6 wall, and then one of them is for an upcoming fan. So there we are, the fan is running now, as you can already tell. Really is moving a lot of air. That's an extremely powerful fan. Quite impressed. Only had this fan a day. I got this yesterday. I mean, yeah, it's a bit scuffed, it's a bit dinged, and it's a bit scratched, but I'm happy to have it. So, yep, that's that. Still can't see the blades. Never mind. So that's that. Now, moving up a size now, we're going to work on 12-inch fans. That's heavy. The next fan is a TX12 window mount. This one does not have a grill, so you can see the blades. Very large blade span on this fan, and at the speed these goes, it's actually a mildly terrifying fan, but yeah, so I will run this, but I'm not going to go through all the speeds just because of time constraints and stuff. I just don't want this video to be extremely long. I mean, it's already pushing half an hour, but there's a lot to work through, so if I want to run fans, I've got to keep it short and sweet now. So, here we are. That's high speed extract. So, really is moving a ridiculous amount of air. So, yeah, it's like, that's impressive. That is very impressive, fam. I'm well and truly impressed with it. So that's that. I'm not going to put that back. I'm just going to put that to the side because it's heavy. The next fan I'm going to be showing is a very special fan as well. It's not in the best of conditions, but it is one that a lot of fan collectors dream of owning. Ventaxia Universal Range 12. This one's a panel mount model, and it was mounted on the outside of a pub. So the plastic is quite weathered, the shutters are weathered, but it runs. It is still a functioning fan. So I'm going to start this up now. You can see the iconic Universal shutter opening. There we are. So it's moving a lot of air now. It's definitely a very powerful fan. As you can see there, iconic shutters on these with these big scoops. They're quite an iconic shutter design. And that now currently is the fan collection. So for extractor fans, that's currently the collection. There is another fan which is on the way, but that will get its own video just because it doesn't fit into this collection very well because it is an industrial fan. So I'm going to do that and alongside my air conditioning unit and heat dump and all of that stuff. So right, thank you for watching. Bye bye.